So look, um, as some of you saw today, there was a couple people came in, targeting me. I wouldn't know. I don't know if I'd call it necessarily a hate raid. It was just only a few people, but it was definitely an attack targeting me just for the way I look. Because I am bigger and I am, I'm a thick boy, And like I said before, it doesn't affect me that much. The more I think about it, the more it upsets me that people just saw me and saw my name, didn't hear me speak once, and said, hey, we don't like you and we are going to make you feel bad. That sucks. But I'm so desensitized to that already, just in my life and all that. It's I'm okay with it, but other people might not be like that, and other people might get really, hurt if something like that were to happen. And that's not okay. It's definitely not tolerated here. And I hope if it does happen to you, you can find a way to not let it affect you. I know it's not easy. The nice comments, you get 1,000 of them, and you won't feel it, but you get one mean one, and it stays, it sticks with you. It's hard. It's really hard to accept the positivity and get rid of the negative. It's not easy, but it's something that doing this streaming, you're gonna have to deal with. And I've gotten it before, but only by like one person every few streams. Nothing like I couldn't deal with. But today, I had a bigger than normal viewership, which still isn't a lot. It's only the double digits, but I still had more people watching me, and I had more people attacking me just for the way I look. And when I say the way I look, I mean like I'm a bigger guy, obviously, I got a little fat to me, and I know that people get a lot worse with the way they look, just for being, a different race, for being, for just being a person of color. So obviously I don't get it as bad as I think it could be. Because I couldn't imagine what people of color go through when they're going through this. Because they get it in like the hundreds of people coming in and just attacking them just for being them. And that, I can't imagine that, but from my small corner of the internet, if I can give my perspective and help someone feel like, they're not alone in that type of issue, or I can help them feel better about it and get through it, I want to do that. So if you ever go through that or need someone to talk to, I always feel free to talk to somebody, talk to me, talk to anybody, because I know it's not easy to go through. Just have people hate you for no reason. Yeah, I just wanted to, kind of mention that, because it's scary to see, and I just kind of wanted to mention that, and for those who did see it, it's not going to affect me too bad, and I hope other people don't get too affected by it if it happens to them, because I know it really hurts. And some people, like I said, I'm used to it. I'm desensitized to that, but other people aren't, and it could really hurt them. And like I said, I just want someone to, I hope maybe someone to stumble across this and be like, hey, I don't feel like he's gone through it to a lesser extent, and he can relate to me. So, but yeah, that's all I really wanted to mention. I don't think there's anything more to mention on that. I will say, as well, I don't like to talk about this publicly too much, but I do, especially this past week. I've mentioned this a couple times on stream today, so we're trying to talk about it more, be more open. I've been struggling a lot mentally with anxiety and depression. Diagnosed that stuff like that doesn't help. Like I said, it didn't hurt. It didn't get me too bad, but that stuff doesn't help, especially when I've had a really bad week with that stuff. So, that's something that everyone goes through too, and something I recommend to people who are going to just try to troll or target somebody just cause. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what type of day they're having. You don't know the shit they're having. Maybe they're coming on Twitch or just YouTube or whatever content they do, just to get away from their life and talk to their chat and have a good time, So, just don't do that. Don't be an asshole. It's not that hard. Just, respect people. And don't just go hating them for no reason when you never met them. Or heard them talk or listen or whatever. It's not cool to do that to anybody. So just don't do that. And speaking more on my experience with anxiety and depression, and I'm sure I'll tell the story again at some point, but I really struggle with it and my whole life. And the issue with that, and this is going way off the point, and I'm sorry, but it's just in my head. The issue with feeling shitty about yourself your whole life is that when they do give you medicine or they do give you pills to help with that, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this. Feeling normal and feeling good doesn't feel normal to me. So when I started taking medication for what I need to do, which was long overdue, I only did that 2 years ago. I didn't start taking it until 2 years ago. So when I started taking it and it started to kick in, I had this I just felt so off. And I couldn't figure out why. I just didn't feel right. And I realized I'm so used to feeling depressed, and shitty, and anxious. And I hate being anxious. This has been a really bad week for it. But I got so used to having that be a constant feeling in my life that when it was gone, it felt like I was missing a part of me. Legitimately going through withdrawals of depression and anxiety. And I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. I don't know if it's just me being stupid and maybe overreacting, or if that's something that people go through as well. But it's something that really hurt me, and I still to this day struggle to stay on the meds I'm supposed to be taking because I just don't feel right and I feel uncomfortable. I feel like I'm missing a part of me. So yeah, I hope there's someone who can relate to that and can be like, oh shit, someone gets me. Because at the end of the day, all I want to do is help people be happy and have someone to relate to and have someone to talk to. That's all I want. That's the only reason I do this. I try to stream and all that. Because I want people to be happier, and I think, I hope I have done that, and that's all I want. That's all I want to do. So, in the end of the day, getting, money and paid from this is nice. It's nice to have those. But at the end of the day, all I want to do is laugh with people in my chat, or just watching me in general, or whatever. And help you all feel happier and forget about what's ever going on in your life. Because doing this definitely helps me with that. Obviously, there's times when there's pages coming in and it doesn't. I don't get to escape life. I'm reminded of, hey, I've been feeling shitty all week. I barely was able to get on the stream today because I just felt so shitty. But, yeah. I got way off track. But I hope none of you have to ever experience hate doing this. I know it's something that's everyone's gonna have to experience, but hey. You always got someone to talk to. People can relate to you. People will help you. It's all good, so. That being said, though, I feel like I've rambled on for long enough. And just know that I love you, you're doing great, and you matter. And, yeah, you guys, I love all of you, and you're all amazing. So good night. I love you guys.